I'm happy to just talk to
Oh, I just
people.
read your hat. Oh, I just read your hat.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't actually. Oh,
Yep, yep, MAGA. Yep. I'm one of those guys. So, but
are you
what
racist? I'm just
no,
asking,
absolutely
actually.
not. Absolutely not. See,
Okay.
we just spent about 2 minutes having the best conversation ever. I was very
Huh?
kind, very loving, and you didn't even know that I was wearing a MAGA hat, right? Before that, I was just the nicest person in the world. So, what makes you think that I'm racist? I don't even see skin
No, I'm
color.
just a lot of MAGA people are
Mhm.
racist. Like, let's not forget. Like, let's not
Yeah.
pretend.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. I'm flabbergasted. Oh
That's funny.
my God.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, that's
flabbergasted. I'm
okay.
shocked.
That's funny. Look, on the whole thing with MAGA being racist is a stereotype that social media has created amongst us, right? Or has created to lie to people. Okay, people believe just about anything they read or see today on the internet. It is not true.
Mhm.
MAGA people, and that whole thing, MAGA, right? It's just Republican or conservative, okay? All I want is what's best for this country and what's best for the people in this country, right? That's all I want.
What do you think is best? What do you think is best?
Like about this country,
Like, what do you think
mm,
is best for? Yeah, what is best for this country? I'm just wondering.
the best thing is being able to profess and speak an opinion without being killed or persecuted for it. Because you have 207 sovereign countries, like 120 of us have the freedom to do that. There are so many countries out there, like most places in the Middle East, where if you say something that contradicts the government's beliefs, right? They kill you for it. They persecute you for it. But here in America, we have the ability to speak freely on behalf of politics and religion and not get killed for it, right? I mean,
Mhm.
some people do get killed for it, like Charlie Kirk and all the other
I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
Okay,
seriously,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm not
Why do you
laughing.
think why do you
Well,
think he
actually,
was
I am
killed?
laughing.
No, that's
I'm
fine. You
sorry.
can yeah, that's okay. But that's just a small example, right? The point is,
Mhm.
overall, I can come on here and I can talk to people about politics and about my personal beliefs on politics and religion
Mhm.
and not get killed for it. I think that's one of the best things about America, in my opinion. Do you? I mean, do you like? Do you have anything about that? Do you like anything about our country? I mean, what do you love?
Um, not really.
You don't have anything. I mean, what about the clothes you're wearing and the necklace and your hair? I mean, and the hat
Okay,
that you're wearing. I mean,
that's myself, not the country.
yeah, but it's the
I
fact that you
mean,
you're able to have that. I mean, think of the
I
kids and
mean,
children in like
you're a
North
man.
Korea. I'm sorry.
I but the country still sucks. I mean, healthcare it costs so damn much, and
Well, not if you're
Trump likes
working.
little boys. Like,
Well, I was a janitor. I was a custodian for a number of years, and I had the best healthcare ever. I had dental and insurance, and I had eye care. I mean, I had wonderful health insurance.
well, I'm
So
no janitor, and I'm not an adult yet. And
that's okay. Yeah,
when I get sick and I have to go to the doctor, it costs so fucking much.
it
And
does. It does, and I'm not
it
I'm not
does.
arguing with that. But there are ways around that if you have employment and stuff like that. I mean, they have medical insurance in most jobs that you take. That you get. So when in regards of insurance, I guess it's not all that bad. But the point I'm making is that you're fortunate enough. I mean, let me ask you, what kind of phone do you have? Can I ask that? What kind of phone you have?
It's it's a broken iPhone SE.
SE. So would you, it's about probably like a $600 phone, you'd say, right? There are millions of kids across the world right now who have never even seen an iPhone, who have never even seen a Samsung. They've never even seen the things that we've seen. So it just shows how fortunate we are to live in this country, right? I mean, think about that. It's just something to think about, right? Because a lot of people they'll say, "Oh, this is the worst country in the world," and we're,
It's not the worst,
yeah,
but
okay. It may not be the best, but it's definitely in the top five. Let's put it like that. It's definitely in the top five, right? Um, I
look,
I can
my main problem with this country is the president. Like,
okay.
why is our president a criminal? I'm just asking.
So I asked people this: could you name me the 34 convictions exactly, all 34 felonies that he was convicted of? Could you name me any of them? Right?
But like that, what does that have to do with him? It doesn't matter specifically what he did. It doesn't matter like
Hmm.
the name of his convictions. It doesn't matter if I can name all. 34 of them. In
Mhm.
fact, there's probably even more. All I know is
Mhm.
that he was friends with Epstein. He went to Epstein's island, and
Uh,
that's all I
so
gotta know.
there's key witnesses. If you look into this, there's actually key witnesses. There's a woman, I don't remember her name, but she was a survivor of Epstein Island. She testified in court and had openly said on numerous occasions that Donald Trump was not there on Epstein Island. As a matter of fact,
Okay, well,
in
she could be lying. She could be covering for him.
oh, maybe she could be. But another thing about that is in the 80s, right? When the
Mm-hmm.
FBI started to investigate Jeffrey Epstein, right? Under child sex crimes, right? Donald Trump had actually given surveillance cameras over to the FBI, right? And he actually assisted the FBI in locking up Jeffrey Epstein. That was a thing that Donald Trump
Probably
did.
so he looks innocent.
I'm sorry. Well,
Probably so he was innocent. You know.
but see, he's always been innocent, right? The media
Right.
has been
So.
lying about him. I mean, people have went as far as to try and assassinate him, right? And this just wasn't one assassination. There's been like 4 assassination attempts on Donald Trump as of today.
I wonder why.
Because people, right, especially the liberals and the Democratic Party, do not want to see someone stand up and make a change for this country because he knew where this country was headed, right?
Uh,
I would research Venezuela, right? It is a country in Africa that in the early 2000s was prospering and thriving. And they had elected one bad leader, and now it's a communist country. It's a very awful,
well,
dirt
yeah.
poor
I mean,
country.
I know about stuff from Africa because my parents are from Africa.
Hmm.
You don't have to tell me about this stuff. Like I know.
Okay, yeah, and
But
that's good, yeah.
just because another place is way worse than here doesn't mean this place also isn't bad.
Um,
Like,
and yeah, I mean, every country has its own problems. Yeah, we still got crime. There's still rape. There's still kidnapping. There's still murders. Yeah, just like everywhere else. But the fact of the matter is that there are more good things about this country than there are bad things. Just the fact that we can sit here together and talk about this stuff and not get killed for it is one big plus. Uh, and seriously, it's one big perk on why this country is amazing, right? Secondly, we also have an obesity problem in this country, right? So that tells you something that people can just eat any day of the week. They can eat as much as they can, and a lot of countries can't do that, right? But I think the most important aspect is the fact that we can have this conversation,
uh,
and other countries
wait,
can't do that.
no question. So like,
Sure.
you like truly believe that you like want America to be like good and everyone to be free,
Hmm.
but like, if why do you have to be like a part of MAGA? Like, cause obviously maybe it's not all people from there, but like a lot of people that are like
Hmm.
like you, they're like racist, they're homophobic,
Right.
they're like bad people. It's like why do you have to
Hmm.
bunch yourself up with a bunch of bad people instead of just like being yourself and being like, oh, I want America to be good,
Well,
you
for
know?
those people that are racist, I condemn them. I don't consider them real Republicans. I don't consider them true conservatives. Do you know who William Wilberforce was? Have you ever heard that name, William Wilberforce? So he was an Englishman in the 1770s, right? And he was an abolitionist, right? Which is someone who has a goal of abolishing something, right? And his main mission was to abolish the slave trade in Europe, okay? And he was a white Christian Protestant man. He was a white Christian man, okay? And him and hundreds of other people, all white men, got together to end this slave trade that was happening in that part of Europe, and it took them like 20 years to do it, and they finally did it, right? Now, that is what Republicans stand for. That is who we take after, people like William Wilberforce, who ended something like the oppression of black people, right? On top of that, the Civil War, right? Do you know who were fighting, the people that were fighting in the North, right? That were fighting to end slavery were white conservative men, right? That took after people like William Wilberforce. They were the ones fighting to end slavery. So history will tell you, right, that
Mm-hmm.
the oppression of black people was caused by the Democratic Party. Like in the 1800s, you know who came up with the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan? The Democratic Party founded the Ku Klux Klan. The Democratic Party also instituted Jim Crow laws in the South during the 60s, right? And so it was always Republicans throughout history that has tried to end the suffering and oppression of black people, right? This is history. I can't make this up. Look it up. This is history, right? And so MAGA takes after that, right? We try and take after that.
Okay, but like, what about the people that Trump is deporting?
Illegal immigrants, yeah. And I say this.
You could just say immigrants. You have to put the illegal part.
Well, they're illegal immigrants. Well, there's a difference between an immigrant and an illegal immigrant, right?
Yeah.
An illegal immigrant is someone who crossed the border without going through the
I know, I'm aware.
port of entry, right? But it's not a race issue because there are illegal immigrants coming in from Venezuela, from Cuba, from China, and from Mexico. It's not a race issue. It's just
Okay,
anyone, even Canadians, right? They've even deported some Canadians. I'm not even joking. There's even been Canadians that's been deported because they're illegal immigrants, right? They crossed the border illegally, But in regards to that, yeah, well, they shouldn't be here. Not saying that I'm not saying that they can't be Americans. I would welcome them with open arms if they were Americans, if they came in to be Americans, if they went through the port of entry, if they went through the process. Yeah, come to America. We'll welcome you with open arms. They are my brothers and they are my sisters. But where it stands now, if they're illegal, they've no right to be here, right? Because being an American is not a right, it's a privilege. Right? And that's why it's so important to acknowledge the fact that you are so lucky to be an American, right? So that's my stance on it. It's pretty simple, That's my stance.
Nothing's ever that simple. But it's okay.
I mean, you're right. Actually, we can agree.
No, it's okay. I'm getting a little bored now, so I'm gonna go
I understand.
You have a nice day.
You too. God bless.
I'm glad you could be respectful.
Of course.
And normal about this.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm about. So God bless. Okay.